What's going on, YouTube? Listen, I feel like the universe is sending a message to the light workers of the world, for our light seers, people who are trying to transmute energy. I feel like we are getting a like divine download from the world, and you know this is you if you've been experiencing a lot of like isolation, like you feel like you just can't be around so many people, you feel like physically drained, you could feel like the weight is kind of heavy, like the weight of the world has been feeling really heavy on you. Let me just turn this down a little bit. There's something that's going on universally. Okay, you could even feel like overly emotional right now. We are in Mercury retrograde. I mean, Jupiter's going to be in Mercury retrograde for a while, for some time. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So there's just a lot of chaotic emotional energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on here, because this feels like a chapter of your life that's closing. Okay, and once this closes out, this doesn't feel like it's going to be able to be reopened again. I will say that this does feels like there's going to be a lot of celebration that comes from this, but this is going to be really unexpected. I don't think you're going to expect this season or this chapter to close out the way that it is. So we have share your voice, come out of the cave. You see what I'm saying? Like you could have been in a period of isolation and you're coming out. Like you're being guided to pull yourself out of this space and to start talking, because I heard talk your shit. Like speak up for yourself, express what it is that you need. And also it's like stop hiding away from your path, right? We have, what are you being called to journey to? Like stop hiding away from the divine purpose that God has in store for you. Like there's something that you need to really pay attention to your gut. Like your guides are trying to tell you, like, move this way, go move away from this person, move away from this situation. There's something that, like, for some of you, you could feel like you're around certain people and you feel alone. Like these people just don't get you. Or there's something that they're energetically siphoning off of you. What is this, Spirit? Because it feels like that. Like there's a cryptic message and you're being called to decode this in some way. Spirit, what are you trying to tell the collective today? 777 is standing out. Yo, this is not... I feel like there's something. There is something. 777 speaks of divine intervention, but it's also like divine direction. Like your guides or the universe, whatever you believe, the Holy Spirit, like God is trying to push you in a specific direction. The universe is trying to guide you into a specific direction. And I feel like this is causing you to go through some sort of spiritual awakening. Like it says this message is most likely to reach you during an intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that you may come across. It says, but it's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. You see, it's something about what you need to say. It's something about what you're not speaking to the world, and it needs to bring some sort of healing. It's something about you that creates major change in the world around you and the people in your life. So if you keep feeling like, oh my God, I keep having all these people come into my life, and it's like, for what? Because it's like they come and then they go. But there's a part of this where it's like that's part of your job. Okay, so if there's somebody that you feel is being called to leave your life, or you keep feeling like, damn, I just got the weirdest feeling about somebody either being nosy or somebody's in your business. There's something going on because I was fine and now I'm getting this. Anyways, there's something that you're being told that you need to trust your feeling on. And this has to do with you not knowing what's coming. There's some sort of fear, because I'm seeing the 9 of swords, the 8 of swords. Like there's some sort of fear where you feel like you're trapped in a certain situation, but you're not. Spirit is trying to guide you out of something. But the beautiful thing about the 8 of swords, that those who know tarot get it, and those who are learning, like everyone seems to get this like really terrible idea of the 8 of swords. where they feel like, oh my God, you feel trapped, you're tied down, you're like surrounded by swords, and you could feel like there's no way out. But if you really think about the Eight of Swords, this is a time where you are forced to sit with yourself and have a deeper understanding with yourself. It is a sense of isolation because you are taking yourself out, and you're kind of, it's like the hangman energy. Like, you're taking your time out to understand what it is that you're feeling so you know the direction forward. And I feel once we get to that Nine of Swords, now we're at this point where we're like, it's the push and pull energy that we're trying to understand. The Ten of Swords is that we're able to release it because we now have clarity on what the issue is. Whether it was disappointment, whether it was betrayal, whether it was just so much heaviness mentally, right? We get to let it go finally, because in most tarot, like, I'm seeing the vision of the Light Seers deck, where there's this owl that's watching everything play out. Even in this deck, I believe there's like a camera, just so I can give you a visual, because for some reason I'm being guided to deliver this message. So I want to make sure you guys understand. You could be feeling like you're trapped and you're stuck and you just can't find a way out, and you're not understanding why you're in this space. And you may have people looking at you weird, looking at you crazy because you're in this space, not understanding the, like, what God is working through you, what the universe is trying to guide you towards. You guys are healing, like, and you're not just healing for yourself. This feels like you're healing for those around you as well, which is an intense thought, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the work still needs to be done. And you could be dealing with people. This is the Ten of Swords. So in the Ten of Swords, there's this camera up here that's still watching everything, right? So this camera has the bird's eye view. It has more wisdom because it's able to see the bigger picture of things. It has a full view of what the situation is, where you just feel like everything is so difficult for you and you feel like you're dying inside. Like, this is so terrible. Like, there's so much that's happening. You got people trying to come at you. Like, you could feel like the weight of the world is on you. And it can feel that intense. You could feel spiritually attacked in this moment. There's so much that could be going on during this time. And you're just like, what the hell is going on? But your spirit guides are saying, speak on it. Call it out. Talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people know that you see them for who they are. Tell people to leave you the fuck alone. Tell them to 744 when I said that. Tell them that if you're being guided to do something, and for a lot of you it's like an intense period of healing, don't let them rush you through that process, because they're not understanding of what it is that God is working through you. You are like the filter. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is working through you, trying to cleanse you in order to bring about a better version, not only of you, but the people around you. Don't allow people to try to force you to fight through that, or force you to rush that process along because it's uncomfortable for them. Don't. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but there's some of you who feel like, oh my God, I don't understand why this is happening, and it's overwhelming you, and God is trying to show you, like, the universe is trying to show you. Sit with it for a second so you can understand why you're in this space. Every phase of life has a moment of reflection. Whether it's a good thing, you're reflecting on, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in this space. I'm so grateful. This is loving. Like, look at how far I've come. And even in the bad, you can sit in those moments and figure out, like, what part did I have to play? How can I be better? You know, what do I need to release? What do I need to overcome? What things I need to stop accepting? Like, there's something about this time that feels like you're moving towards a more prosperous and abundant time, but there's just certain things that you cannot have with you. There's certain people you cannot take with you, and there's just certain behaviors that you can no longer accept. I don't care if you accepted people talking crazy to you before. Today is a new day, and today you decide, no, enough is enough. And if other people can't get on board, they can accept this version of you now, or they can keep it pushing. But you talking your shit. You telling people where the hell they need to go. And I feel like that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay? So let's break this down, Holy Spirit, because you got me here. So what's going on here? What is it that they need to understand? What is it that you want them to trust this feeling about? We have Temperance. So this is about coming together and finding understanding after difficulties, like some sort of back and forth. You could have been, there could have been a lot of like fighting, and somebody's trying to come to like find a common ground. It's like there's one person that feels like they're just numb. You know what I mean? Like they're just not here no more. They really don't want to hear what you have to say. Whatever this is, this could be people. You could feel like people are just like, when they want something from you, they're all ears. They want to listen. But when it's time for you to speak about something that is affecting you, they're just like not even there, oblivious. Just, oh, you're still talking? You know what I mean? Like the same emotional consideration is not given in exchange. And there's something about you seeing this, because look at how she's looking at him, like she's getting it now. And there's a spirit guide that's like, okay, like for some of you, you could feel like you and your partner are like oil and vinegar. Or for some of you, you can feel like the people you're dealing with right now, it's like, yo, I just don't mesh with these people no more. Like, I don't know what happened, but I feel like I'm outgrowing this. And there's a sense of a cleanse that's necessary, because she's making a juice cleanse. She is literally making a juice cleanse to try to cleanse someone. And she's trying to help restore balance in their bodies, restore balance within their dynamic. Some of you could be thinking about going to therapy. And we have the Six of Pentacles. You see, it's about the exchange of energy. How is this no longer reciprocal? And what is it that needs to change? What is the dynamic that needs to change? For some of you, you're asking for help because you're like, I just can't do it no more. And we have the Death card, major transformation. Like, I just can't take this no more. I need more. I need a sense of, I need a change in environment. I need a change in the way we're doing things. And there's like, there's a lot of divine help that's here to push someone through this transformation. And I feel like this is by giving you this keen insight. So don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. For some of you, there's like, you got a lot of people that got their hand out to you, and you could feel pulled in multiple directions. Tell me more about this Six of Coins. Spirit, what's this cryptic message you're sending to the collective? So we have the King of Swords here. They want you to pay attention to what times people are pulling from you, when they're asking for your attention. How are they responding to you when you're down and out? They want you to pay attention to this stuff, because there's something about us, a level of selfishness that is being like highlighted here. There's an aspect of this that's being highlighted. We have the Fool and we have the Star. So that way you know exactly how to move in this new future, like this new future. It feels like a new world. It feels like you're getting ready to start something new. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, because my plant is looking like it's about to fall. And I don't want it to have any issues growing. I may have to like put more stuff in here. But anyways, I just got distracted by my plant. There's something that they're trying to grow, but it needs more stability. Thank you for the confirmation. That's what it is. It needs more stability. That's what this healing work is about. Because look, there's somebody that's drowning in all this rubbish, right? There's someone that's drowning, but there's this guide, this spirit guide that's trying to help pull somebody out of this mess in order to be like, to feel better, to be in a more healed space. Talk to me about this Fool energy here. Talk to me about this Fool. That sounds funny. Talk to me about this Fool. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is what they want you to invest in. A different state of mind here. And there's the Eight of Swords. You see how the Eight of Swords is like, this woman is overwhelmed. she feels like there's no way out. There's nothing. And we've all been here, right? We've all been in a state where it's like, oh my God, how am I gonna make this happen? There's so much going on. The kids are crying, the dogs are barking, the house is crazy. I'm tired. I haven't slept in days. I've been working so much. There's not enough money to cover everything. Like, we've all been in this state where it's just like, what are we gonna do? What the hell do I do? You know what I'm saying? And there's like, focus on your healing. Invest in you. Invest in the healing. Like, let this part of your journey be exactly what is necessary, because there's people that are trying to pull from your energy, and your spirit guides are saying enough. Death card. Put an end to that. Put an end to that, because you already have all the evidence to show you what they're doing and who they are in your life. And this feels like, energetically, the pull that they're trying to take from you, that needs to end. Like, you're not allowing people to just mistreat you or dismiss you, because this feels like a sense of dismissiveness. Like, oh, it's not that, oh, everything is so deep for you. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, everything is just so deep for you. And you're like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, I've been trying to keep up with everything. I've been trying to be there for everyone. I've been trying to figure out how to balance myself so I'm not messing with other people, or so my energy isn't like pouring into everyone else. But at the end of the day, I'm the one still left feeling like this. And now you're realizing something different needs to happen. 7 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords. Like, I need to make better investments. And the thing that's crossing the blockage in this situation is you choosing not to invest in your healing, choosing not to invest in people who bring the joy out of you, people who understand you, people who are trying to get you where you need to go. Like, this is what you're needing to focus on right now, but this has been the blockage, and this is exactly why you've been feeling stuck. Talk to me about how the collective can get out of this 8 of Swords mentality. Because divine intervention is here. So this means like you are already being directed out of this. We got the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, you got people here. You have situations that are coming in that's going to bring you joy. You have situations that are coming in that's going to, it's like people are going to start to see like, damn, so it was just me. The Hanged Man. It was just me. And there's that 10 of Swords at the bottom with the Strength card. So there's also like, there's people who are moving very calculated with you. Someone feels like they have you figured out. And this is why Spirit is saying, take a second. Because when you remove your energy, watch how everyone starts to move around you. Watch. There's something about how everyone starts to move around you. Why the Hangman? What are you trying to show the collective? That's why I said this feels cryptic, y'all, because it feels like only you are going to understand what I'm talking about in this message. Only you are going to get it, because like people who are trying to watch on this, they're going to be like, they don't know what they're talking about. The 6 of Cups here. This could have to do with children here, because this Ace of Cups, there's something that's like the light of your life. And it feels like when you are just dealing with this, everything feels really good. But the minute you start to mix your energy with other things, it becomes complicated. Tell me, what is this? What is it that you're trying to show? We have the 9 of Swords. Oh my gosh. For some of you, this could feel like you have a lot on your plate. And you're trying to find a way to like cope with it all, or divvy up responsibility of some sort here. Yep, the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this feels like somebody who has a lot on their plate. And they're trying to it's like figure out a way to share the load, share the responsibility. And we have the 9 of Cups here. But you know what this seems like in the world? I was going to say, this feels like you're going to get this all figured out. You're going to have this all figured out. But in the midst of this, it's because of the healing work that you're doing that you're able to come out on the other side feeling grateful for your experiences. Ace of Pentacles here with the Queen of Coins. You feel really good. The 3 of Cups, it's like you meet a sense of community that helps you to be pulled out of this situation in the near future. Yeah, like-minded individuals, a soul tribe here with the 10 of Coins, a spiritual inheritance. Somebody is gifting you with this spiritual community here. So what is going on? What is this blockage then? Let's clear this up. You could be dealing with a, let's pull signs real quick. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, and a lot of Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Let's see. Tell me what the complication is here. What is it that the collective is struggling with? We have the Knight of Cups. Some sort of offer. This could be like an emotional love offer, a friendship or something. There's somebody here that you... I don't know if it's that you have like a specific idea of what your person should be like or should feel like, and you're not receiving that. And this is making you feel like either bored with the situation or bored with certain people because you're like, you guys are just not cutting it. Or this is like you feeling, it's like you feel like there's nothing is able to scratch that itch. You know what I mean? Like whatever this offer is, it's not what you really want, or it's not giving you what you feel you need in the moment. The King of Swords and the 6 of Swords. I can't make this shit up. There's something that you feel is just not it. Like you have an idea of what it is that you need in your life. But whatever it is that you have in your life right now just feels like it's not giving you what you need. Why the Knight of Cups here? And it's the way that she's looking at this person. There's people that's walking away from her, but she's looking at this one person. Like, you get it. But these people that are walking away, it's like she doesn't even care that they're passing her by. It's not that she doesn't care. It's just that when you're on a spiritual path and you understand what serves your soul and what doesn't, you are okay with letting things go that don't serve you anymore, and letting it go with love. Like there doesn't need to be animosity or anything like that. Like things just flow the way they flow. And there's something about this that feels like there's an idea or a dream. Talk to me about this dream. It's like, I know my life should be going this way. I feel it intensely. Yes, the 6 of Wands. This is something that feels like going this way is the victory. I feel, yes, like this is it. Like I'm finally getting it. I'm finally winning here. And but it feels like it comes with the loss. Like you could feel like you're looking at, it's like you're looking at this situation from the outside in and you're like, are you really happy? Or are you... Oh, there's people looking at your life this way. There's people that are looking at your life and saying, if I had that life, I would be fine. I would be happy. But they're not you. Why do they feel this way? 9 of Swords. These are people who look at your life and it's like, I want that life. But they don't realize the struggles that you deal with. They don't understand the mental torment that you go through. The Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like they have a vision of you as one way, but they don't realize the struggles that you have. And for some of you guys, this is mentally. Like during the day, you put on a brave face for the sake of everyone around you. You can be very helpful, very loving, very giving, trying to take care of everything and manage it all. And then at night, it's like difficult for you to sleep. You can't get out of your own head. And the Sun. And this is what you're trying to, you don't want to hide this anymore. You want to process this. You want to heal through this. 10 of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune, so that you can live a very happy and fulfilling life. I also feel like this sets the example so that the people around you don't feel the need to constantly stuff things down. It shows them that there's cycles and seasons to a life where you're gonna have hard times, but you're gonna the ability to overcome them is always there. And then it also shows them how to emotionally regulate themselves. So there's something about this that teaches either children here or people in the community, like how to process all of this. And you're the one that's figuring it out as the guidelines or the guidebook for those to come or those around you. And this is part of the purpose that people just won't get. And that's what the feeling has been telling you. That's what the feeling has been telling you. Not everybody's gonna understand the collective. Not everybody's gonna be on the same page. It's like it's not life isn't meant to be hard, but that doesn't mean that there's not going to be hardships at certain points in life, right? Like that Wheel of Fortune has to keep turning. When you're up, and when you're down, you feel down. And there's for some of you guys, it can feel like it comes like you'll have months where you're great, and then you'll have 1 month where you're like, what the hell's going on? That's just part of life. Be human. Live the human experience. And allow people, like, tell people to allow you to do the same. Anything else, Holy Spirit? People skills. You have a flair with working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or the head of a company. See what I'm saying? It's something about you counseling those. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for the things you need. And we have authority. When I tell you, and shedding tried to come out with wishes come true. Clashes with people in power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. And that's kind of what I was getting. Like, sometimes you don't have to, it doesn't have to be a combativeness with everything that you do. And the minute you start to feel yourself in that state, pull yourself back. That's something I've had to learn, and it's been a really difficult process for me to learn for whatever reason. Like, I'm learning that when I find myself constantly becoming combative with someone, and I just recently got this memo, and I'm in my whole 30s. Okay, I'm just now understanding. If I feel the need to constantly over explain myself, pull back. Because if the person that you're over explaining to isn't seeking to understand, you're wasting your time and your breath. And at that point, it's like, what you invest in energy into? Pull back. Actions will speak louder. And that's kind of how it's been for me. And I feel like when you do this puts you in a position of, like, not to say like, oh, you better. No, it's a power play at that point, because now the ball is in your court. If you are okay with the dynamics of our life, or the dynamics of our connection, right? Whether in friendship, in family, in relationship, in work situations, like, if you're okay with the dynamics, then baby, we can both be okay. But if this is uncomfortable for you, dig deep and figure out what the problem is, because I've done my part to explain. It is now your part to understand, or to seek to understand, so that we can come to a peaceful resolution. I feel like that's what's being called here. Wishes come true. Look, that's crazy. It says, your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way you expected. No worries. It is just what you need. And I feel like that's how we started this message here. And so it's telling you, beware, like you're shedding away from drama. So if you felt the need to fight and argue your way to the top, you're not doing that no more. You are seeking the peaceful outcomes that bring you a sense of calm. And the people who are used to you being one way, they're going to have to get used to this new version of you, where if they try to blame you for certain things, they won't be able to no more, because you're starting to detach your energy. And I feel like your spirit guides are calling you to do this. Let's see, in love, Holy Spirit, the cryptic message that you are giving the collective. We have healing family issues, we have attraction, and we have reconciliation, and we have this could be the one with release your ex and forgiveness and learning. So, okay. So there's some of you guys that are dealing with a family situation, or you're just dealing with a situation where your past has really affected your current circumstance, your current dynamic within your relationship with your children, your current dynamic within your relationship with your family members, your own relationship, your marriage. Take it how it resonates. There's something about this that is being called for you right now, which makes perfect sense, being the fact that we're in Mercury retrograde. Because it calls you to kind of take a look on the past and see how it's affecting your life now. And it also resurfaces a lot of these issues so that you can do that deep dive to heal it and you can move on from it. And I feel like for some of you guys, you could be in a connection with someone where they're helping you heal these things, or you're the mirror and you're forcing them to help them heal these things. And it could be triggering, right? Vice versa. It could be triggering. But right now you're being called to do the healing work. It's like a magnetic attraction. It's you're being called, you're energetically being pulled to do the deep healing. And then I feel like things will work itself out. It's that there was time for this to be cleared out. Your energy needed to clear out. And that's what it's like. And if you're dealing with people that get you or get what's going on, right? They're in alignment with you. They're going to forgive whatever it is that's happened, and same for you. You'll be able to forgive whatever's been going on because you guys both understand that this is a learning experience. This is just a learning curve. You guys are both growing. You guys are all learning off of each other and mirroring stuff to each other to work through. And I feel like these are the things that maybe it was difficult for you to see. Maybe there was some red flags and you didn't recognize them, and your spirit guides are bringing them to the forefront now because they're like, nah, I need you to see this shit. I need you to see this, because if this continues in this manner, you can't be here no more. I'm going to pull you out of this mess if this doesn't get fixed. Okay? The guidance message that I have for you today is a chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through this grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and a release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a new golden era. And that has been, I pulled that card twice already. So this tells me that this is like very much necessary for you to hear. You're needing to really tune in to like your heart chakra. Tune into like your intuition right now. What is it calling you to do? Like a sense of devotion to self. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. It's time to let it go. You see what I'm saying? And then it says, you can use some self-care time like right now. Schedule that shit in. Like, so don't allow anyone to rush you through this process, okay? And it says, stay present. That's where life is happening. Like, and it says, life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? So it's not about you focusing on the negative or choosing to sit in sorrow. It's about feeling the things you're feeling, understanding them, and then releasing them. But in order to feel them, sometimes you have to sit with them. And it's uncomfortable and it's scary, and not a lot of people can do it. Not a lot of people are okay doing that. It's easy for them to stuff it down and pretend to be happy and put a smile on their face and put a mask on and walk around the world like it's cool. And then the stuff will keep resurfacing 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. They're still battling the same demons. Where on the other hand, you are someone that you'll sit in the uncomfortable. You don't want to be there, but you know how healthy it can be to process thoroughly so that when you release, you don't go back to the same shit. And I feel like you have people in your space or family or friends or colleagues or something like this where it's like these people are just, they're looking at you crazy and going like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you responding this way? Why are you being so cold? Why are you? And you're just like, I'm doing what I feel I'm supposed to do. 777, I'm being guided, and knowing that on the other side of this brings abundance and prosperity and love and joy and freedom. Freedom. There is nothing like mental and emotional freedom, to be all that you can be, to love all that you can love, to enjoy life without stress and fear and worry. There is freedom that comes from this. So don't let people rush your process, baby. Final messages, Holy Spirit, on why you are delivering such a cryptic message. We have 2222, divine feminine forces. This has to do with relationships, a balance and prosperity, humility. And just know it's okay for you to do things all by yourself, but life is meant for you to share it with others. So it's not about you feeling like, oh, this is all the end of the world and I just got to do it alone because it's easier to do it alone. That's not what this is about. Periods of isolation for you to heal and grow, that's normal. Staying stuck in those places are not healthy. But taking a moment to do that is healthy. It's time to heal and process. And then when you pop out stronger than ever. So this is just talking about you partnering up with the right spirit, with the right people, with those soulmates, and becoming a force, because you are all building one another up, understanding the process. It's like, it's not about judgment. It's just about being available and a listening ear, a supportive shoulder. It's just about showing up for people and being human. This message is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It says, she arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of her own making. She transforms her karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted for you. So you have ancient ancestors, you have spirits that are fighting demons while you're sitting there trying to heal. They're fighting demons. They're fighting people trying to send negativity your way, people that are trying to keep you down. Like if you're in a low space, like if you're in a low space and you got people trying to kick you while you're down, like trust that their toes are being pulled on at night. Okay, you got guys that are like, oh, you thought that that was cute, you thought that that was the right thing to do. Okay, mental note. I'll remember that. I'll remember that, because your time will come. And I want to see if you are expecting that same level of grace. Because we're going to remember what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something about that. Like we're going to remember how little grace you gave people when you were down, when you were in that time, or when they were down. I hope you understand what's coming for you as well. You know, and not to say that like a threat or, oh my God, you should be scared. No, it's just treat people with kindness and allow people to be human. You know, allow people to be human. You may not agree with what they're doing or what's going on, but it's okay to just allow people to be human. So I don't know. I just felt the need to say that. And for whatever reason, this message came out the way it came out. It says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, would you do it? Would you do it? Would you continue down this path? As hard as it is, as difficult as it may be, would you still do it? Because your guys are saying you are being supported. So just trust that you're not alone. Okay? So collective, I'm going to leave this message there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Like this reading. Give me a thumbs up if this resonates with you. Share this message with someone who just needs some encouragement right now during this time. And just drop a heart in the comment section below, like to show some love, to share love with others. There is nothing wrong with you sharing love to complete strangers and understanding that that energy is being returned tenfold. So share it. Okay? Especially now. Especially now. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And until next time.